Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to 10 Luminous Emanations. And as usual, we will start with the verse and the consciousness of the Ari, and then the translation, the commentary of הרב אשלג. לפני הצמצום היה אין סוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אין סוף פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אין סוף. Right? So, some would like to remind us what we talked last week, what was the subject. Remember at the end of the class I told you what was the subject, and I'm going to ask you next week, and you're supposed to remember and to answer.
About the seed. We were talking about the seed.
About the seed. Beautiful. What was it about the seed? What was it? A. It doesn't work, right? A. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this. What was about the seed? You can open your notebook, it's okay also. Yes? No one? That's nice. They're clapping. Okay, so let's continue, let's see. Okay, so but you remember that we talked about Echad Yechid Umiyuchad, about the uniqueness, right? About each one of us, right? Each one that we came from the Creator, from the perfect place. So, as Rav Asher explained, each one of us is unique, right? And one of our main jobs, it's like, first of all, we don't feel unique. Or if I feel unique, it's because, maybe all the degrees that I have, and more it's related with my ego and not with my soul. Because when we say each one of us is unique, we're talking about the soul. That our soul is very unique, and the soul comes from the Creator, right? So we have that spark of light inside of each one of us that is very special and unique, that's supposed to reveal special light to this world, right? Like something that no one else can add to this big puzzle. Because each one of us is important. Each one of us is unique. But unfortunately, we don't really feel like that every day, right? And we're working so hard to be unique. Each one of us working so hard in his life to be unique, but we said, you just need to know that you're already unique. And imagine if I can do my spiritual work in a simple way, so I can cleave myself with the light of the Creator in a simple way. Because the light of the Creator works in a simple way. Because I'm working so hard to be unique, to be special, I'm disconnecting myself from the light of the Creator. Why? Because I'm not connecting with being simple. I want to be so much unique and special that I can get the recognition from that. So all the energy goes to my ego, go to the opponent, go to the klipa, and doesn't really go to the right place it should go. Because if my soul will receive the energy, and my soul will have the right connection with the light of the Creator, I can start to remove layers, to remove the veils, to remove all what disconnect me to see the truth, to see the messages that I'm supposed to receive during every day, and to connect myself with the blessings of every day and every moment. One of the things that the Kabbalists explain that, and we talked about, I think many times in different versions, but we need to remember that, the past, it's in the past. And if most of the time we're talking about the past, you know, can you change the past? You can't really we can't really change the past. What you can do about the past, yes, you can do repentance. Okay? But if you're busy so much with the past, the future is there. It means you can build the future. It didn't really build yet. So what you have the moment. You need to concentrate at the moment. But if I'm not concentrated on at the moment of what I should do right now to create a better future, so it means I'm either living the past and I'm just mumbling about the past, or I'm worried about the future. So we need to repeat it maybe 1,000 times till we're going to engrave it in our brain, and we're going to work with it every day. And if I can do that, now I can start to connect with my uniqueness, because now I'm not busy with a lot of nonsense from the past or from the future. I'm just busy with the now. Now I can start to pay attention to what's really going on around me. What I really should do right now. What a decision I should make right now, according to now, without all the calculations about what will happen, what this, we calculate in so much that for sure we're going to do mistake. So what does it mean? If I'm calculating so much, I'm connecting or disconnecting from the light? What do you think?
Can you repeat that?
Disconnect the light.
Let's go and repeat the question again. If I'm calculating so much to do or not to do, right, during the day, or how to do, what will happen is, I'm connecting or disconnecting from the light of the Creator? Disconnecting, right? So we know that. So why we continue to calculate things? Doesn't make sense, right? We know the answers, but during the day we just, we get used to it. So we continue to calculate.
Complain.
Yeah, everything, whatever you want to name it. So what does it mean for us? I'm disconnecting. So instead of me being busy to connect, how can I connect right now to my uniqueness, and through my uniqueness to the light of the Creator? And then I'm creating a circuitry. So I will receive the right answers, what I should do right now. I'm busy with the other stuff, with the 1% stuff, with calculations. Then I'm not connecting. So then at the end of the day, I'm not really feeling what I'm supposed to feel. It means I don't feel full. I don't feel really happy. I don't feel that I really complete the entire energy of this day. Because always we feel I'm missing something, right? I feel drained sometimes, right? So the thing is, we have to start to remind ourselves, right? This is why every week I'm asking you, what was last week? Because to see if you did something with what we studied, right? Un poquitito, something small even. Just to open like even a small door that the light can come in and shine into this huge darkness of the Malchut. And we can see the way. And we can see what we need to do. It's very, very important. So the light telling us, listen, I created everything for you. Everything for you. All the universe has been created just for you. What you need to do, just do your job. That's it. I did everything that's just for you to be successful in what you asked for, to be the light of the Creator. So what you need to do? Just do what you promised. Just prepare the vessel that I can reveal. Remember what the Rav said last week? Rav said that we think that the world been created because I have desire, right? Because my desire. But he says, no, the desire of the light is to share. And this is why the light creates the vessel, because he can share. But the paradox is that the light cannot share if we don't have desire. So where is my desire during the day? Where is my desire? Yes, my desire to be successful, my desire is to be unique. My desire can be in different places, but not necessarily my desire is to cleave myself with the light of the Creator. And then that makes everything simple. Why? Because if I'm connected, I'm receiving. That's it. So yes, I need to work hard in the Malchut. Because our fight is in our consciousness. So my fight is really to make sure that every day I'm fighting my opponent and I'm cleaving myself with the light of the Creator, and each one of us can do it can be different because we're different people. So my restriction can be different than yours, right? So I need to investigate and check, who am I? Like we asked a couple of classes ago, and I need to do the job. Because if not, what are we doing? We're doing our job, right? Most of your day, you are in your physical job. And what you're doing? Doing your job. Yeah, but what really you're doing? Like, my job, it's a vehicle to do my spirituality. So we think, oh, my job, yeah, because I need money, so I need to work, and then I need to pay my bills. Okay, it's part of the process, but this is not why we came to this world. That's not the purpose. This is the vehicle. What you have in your thoughts and in your consciousness, this is what's important. So when I'm doing my physical job, I need to make sure that I'm doing also my spiritual work in my physical job. Okay? So I can't say, many people says, I will enjoy life when I'm going to retire. Why you want to enjoy life when you're going to retire? I'm going to enjoy my money. I'm going to take a trip around the world. Why? Does it make sense to you? First of all, who promised you you're going to stay till at the age of retirement? Who promised you? Second, you're living now. In this moment, you live, right? You're living, so enjoy now. Why tomorrow? Why in a week even? Why? So, to think about the retirement, oh my God, this is like, even sometimes it can be so far. But the opponent, he will give us illusions, right, that we will feel okay with. But at the moment, I don't feel the light. So what he planted in my mind, in my brain, you're going to have fun in this or that time. Spring break, people in spring break, right? The kids or whatever, I don't know, whatever those vacations that you think that you're going to take, but why not to have fun now? Why not to enjoy right now? I'm working so hard, right? Something about even the physical world, not just about the 99. But I have to start to check my thoughts. I have to start to check how my own opponent tricks me. Because if not, what's happened? We just put play and we're like robots every day. That's it. So what's happened after the class? You walk in through this door. Again, there is like, a button that delete all your memory about the class. Yes, we made the connection. But we delete, like we don't remember what I need to do during the day. If I'm not going to practice, how is something going to change? And one of the things that the Kabbalists explain, that if you want to change something, for example, let's say a person, it's hard for him to give. I'm just going to give you an example, just how to do the light work to receive it. Because if I'm so unique, and I can connect with my uniqueness, so how am I going to receive even more? So one of the Kabbalists explained that, let's say a person have problem with giving. It's hard for him to give, right? So the question is, if he been asked to give or he want to practice to give, it's better for him to give in one time. Let's say you need to give $100, okay? So in one time to give $100, or to give it, to break it into like 20, 20, 20, and 20. What do you think?
Break it down.
Give it $1. Because you give it right now. This is the moment. You need to.
Okay, how many of us think to give the whole $100 in one shot?
So one time.
In one time?
Yes, it's better.
Yes. 3 people? 4?
Because live it now.
4, 5? 5. Do we have 6? Then here is 6. 6. No, 6. Sold. Okay. Okay. How many of us think we should break it to 20s? Oh my God. And you're right. And why is that? Because everything has consciousness behind it. Because if I need to work on someone that need to change, so they said if you given every time, let's say 20, So you're practicing the act of sharing. Not always about the money, it's about you want to change your nature. Because I want to earn new nature. So it's the same, when a person has to give, let's say, 20, even 5 times, he practiced sharing. Now he already feel like he can start to feel the light from it of giving and feel like, wow, you know what, it's good. Now I want to continue. You understand? So now 20 will come to be 40, and then 60, then 100, then whatever. He will, that's it. He earned another nature. Now we have new nature he didn't have before. Okay? So each one of us have problem with giving, whatever that thing to give, right? Because usually we give in our comfort zone. So when I want to change something, I have to practice. If I'm not practicing, I just hold it here. So in the potential state, everything is easy, right? Can you give $1 million right now? Yeah, for sure, right, true. You can meditate on it, you give it, it's easy. Can you lift now 100 pounds? Yes, just a second. Oh, yes, right? So in the potential state, everything is easy. But to manifest it, oh, wow. I don't have time for that. So why, you know, when we want more, it means for me that right now, the capacity of my vessel, this is the capacity, that's it, you see? That's it, this is the capacity. This is how much water I can fill the vessel up, right? If I want more, I need to bring a bigger vessel. So what I mean for us, if right now there are things in my life I'm not receiving, and I have big desire, according to my desire, I need to practice, I need to do things. But if I have big desire and I'm doing nothing, and I'm waiting that one day something will change, I'm sorry to tell you, but why it's going to change? Why? The thing is, I need to concentrate, you know, that my priority need to be my spiritual work. My spiritual work. What does it mean? Not to work? No, for sure. Because spiritual work, the way it's called, why it calls spiritual work? Think about it. The word spiritual work. You know, we're so afraid from that spiritual work. What does it mean? All day I need to sit and study? All day I need just not to work? No, it's also work. Spiritual work. This is why when your body is busy, you can do spiritual work. That's it. You know how many thoughts come into our mind that separates us from our spiritual work? Just pay attention when you're driving. How many thoughts you have in like these 5 minutes or in the lights, right? Just check what you have in your thoughts. Crazy thoughts we have in our brain. We don't even pay attention. We just let it come in, right? Stop sign. You stop over there like for 1 minute, for 2 minutes, whatever the signal over there. You don't even pay attention what's going on in your brain. You just let yourself, and then, you know, like robots, we just see, our eyes see the green, we're driving. And then if you have the GPS, take right, take right, take left, like robots. But what's going on here? So what's happened? Technology put us in a place that I don't need to think. Right? I don't need to think. So what's happened? We become to be lazy even in our brain, with our thoughts. So why to check my thoughts? I don't need to check my thoughts. I'm putting everything now in Siri, remind me this, remind me that, take me here, take me there, that's it. Everything is programmed, perfect, right? Kabbalists no. That's amazing. But we're supposed to use everything for our own benefit, to cleave ourselves for the light of the Creator. So it means that I need to work hard in the spiritual levels to fight my own opponent and to trick my opponent, that I can start to connect more and receive more. Because imagine, and I told you, I think it was last week we talked about it, imagine that any question you have, you're receiving the right answer. Not the answer you want to hear. The right answer. Because usually we're asking questions and we're looking for the answer, right? But people giving you answers, you don't like it. So what does it mean? You're looking for the answer that you're looking for. You're not really looking for the right answer. So to have divine inspiration, it means we're receiving the answers from the light from the Creator. Not necessarily you're going to like the answers, but this is the right answer, what you need to do. What do you mean you don't like the answer? Because we can't really see really how things work. There are so many things happening that we don't even see what's happening. But we judge in everything by what happened right now. This is what I see, this is what I believe. No, with the light of the Creator, it doesn't work like that. Because even to bring all of us to sit in this room, you know how many reincarnations we need to go through just to all of us to sit tonight in this room? Do you know? Did you count? No. We don't even think about that. How the light bring all of us tonight to sit here together? So we think, oh, I have the membership. Oh, I pay $15. Okay. What about spirituality? What about past life? What about... So we don't really see cause and effect. We don't see cause and effect. So imagine how many details happens during the day we don't even see. And each time we take an action, it's affecting the whole structure, everything. And because of that, because I don't really know what's going on, I need to cleave myself with higher level of energy, that my soul came from that place. This is my uniqueness, to cleave my soul with that higher level of energy that can see everything from creation till today. Even the reason why I'm here and what I need to correct. And I want to have that guidance, what I need to do right now. Would you like to have it?
Yes.
One person say yes, one person.
Definitely.
I'm sure if I will tell you now, would you like to have $10 million? Everybody will scream it. Yes. To cleave with the light, I know he's going to tell me I need to do some work behind it. For sure, I said before. We need to work hard for that. It doesn't come for free. You need to understand. If something comes for free, you need to know the payment, will come after. And usually we don't like the payment after. Because remember, there's no free in this world. There's no free. Today they're telling you, you want this free, just pay the shipment, right? How much the shipment? $10, right? It's like, what? Really? You think $10? Or $20, right? So you're paying the shipment and much more than the price, maybe even what you're buying. There's no free stuff here. And if you have a business, there's no free stuff, right? But the opponent, he learned how to trick our brain. And this is why we're not willing to work hard in the spiritual level. So many times we will tell ourselves, I'm so busy, I don't have time to come to a class. I'm so busy, I can't scan the Zohar. I'm so busy, I can't connect even with Kabbalah. Really? Busy with what?
I'm too tired.
Too tired. Tired from what? From what?
That's excuse.
And this is why, when I'm not busy with spirituality, you're right. You're going to be tired. You're going to be very busy. Because busy with the empty space, not with the truth. Because it says that the Torah, the tree of life, when you cleave yourself with the tree of life, it's like the Mayana Mitgaber. It means it's like a stream of water that getting stronger and stronger and endless. And like you can't, when you're inside, you can't stop. You want more and more and more and more and more and more. Imagine when you go to Las Vegas, right? And right? All those, I don't know, whatever, coins, if it's happened to you, if you see it, I don't know. Machine, right? You don't want it to stop, no? Yeah, continue, yeah. Because it's more money, no? So you're excited, no? You're going to be excited?
Yes.
You're not so excited, what's going on? Even not for money.
We don't play.
Yeah. I'm trying to give an example to be excited because, the Ari explained, when you're going to make a connection, we're going to pray, he's saying because you need to find a trick to trick your opponent. He says every time you're making a connection, you need to think as you're going to receive 1,000 gold coins.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what Ari explained. When you're going to make a connection, you need to meditate like you're going to receive. So why? Because you need to put some excitement to build the vessel. Because when you do something every day, you're like, okay, Ana Bechor Gedula. Okay, skip the Zohar. Okay, thank you. Just like check mark. So you're not really excited anymore. So I want to receive something if you're not excited. So even from Las Vegas, you're not excited. So what exciting you? You have to find something that really excites you. Because when we live in ourselves with the light of the Torah, it means like through the Zohar, really you have this moment like bam, you cleave yourself with the light, you're receiving so much energy that you don't want to stop. But unfortunately, the 1% is here and knocking on the door. Send us text message, email, something like we wake up from that dream, amazing dream, and we fall into the illusion of the 1%. We have to find the balance. How can I balance myself and bring the 99 into the 1% and let the 99 to control? But I have to practice. I have to practice. If not, how is it going to happen? So how is it continuing saying, פירוש מתייחד לפעול בכוח אחד, that this power works in unity. It began to be one. רצונו לומר שפועל להיטיב קרוי לייחודו. ואין שינוי בפעולותיו, that the light, we need to remember, never ever change. So the energy that comes from the heart of the Creator, you know, the way that it comes never change. The vessels are changing, but the light never ever changed. So the way that the energy comes to this world never ever change. I just have to cleave myself with this energy, with those channels. וכשהוא מתחלק לפעול פעולתו, דהיינו שפעולותיו משונות זו מזו. But each action can be different from the other. Right? Like we can see, we have 72 names of God, so 72 channels. We have the 42 names of God, another 42 channels, and there are so many other different combinations, different channels that the light can work and come through, right? So they're giving us different opportunity how to connect. So one, we can say, oh, I couldn't connect, I didn't know. No, you know. But are you making effort during the day to connect? Or just a beautiful picture on at your living room with colors? So you ask yourself, really, what is that for me? What is that for me, all of those combinations? And he's saying the light can come from different ways. שהוא מתחלק לפעול פעולתו. דהיינו שפעולתו משונות זו מזו, ונראה חס ושלום כפועל טוב ופועל רע. So sometimes it can look that the light of the Creator is bad, and sometimes can look good. Because when we have different obstacles in our life, what we think? There is a Creator, yes or no? When something doesn't work in my way, I don't really feel the moment that there is a light. Because right now I feel the empty space, right? So like we said before, we become to be lazy, we complain, we're whining, we're blaming, blah, blah, blah. So if there is light of the Creator, I'm supposed to have certainty. So I know it's also came from the light. What I need to do, right now the light said, if you came last night to the Zohar class, right? This is the energy of this week actually. And it's funny, we studied from our Ashlag also, right? It's all one. So it says that the light will send us messengers that will give us obstacles to bring us back to the right way of the light of the Creator. So if I'm not going to see it as an opportunity, I'm going to fall into that illusion and I'm going to complain and I'm going to whine. So what will happen from that? I'm going to add more and more negativity. So when I'm complaining, the negativity disappeared, or I have more empty space? What do you think? More empty space, right? So what brings me to that place from the beginning is my disconnection from the light, right? But I don't see cause and effect. Now when it appeared in my life, I'm complaining and whining, I'm adding more empty space, so there's no solution. So I'm not even willing to take responsibility and say, just a second, let me change my actions, let me change my connections with the light of the Creator, change my consciousness, and then put better intentions in my actions, and bring myself back to the right column, to balance myself, and cleave myself back to the light. Now the light will send me messengers to help me to grow. Because it says that the light, from the point of the light, The Zohar explained, the light wants to give us more energy and that we will be more holy. To add more and more and more and more and more. And this is what the light doing it. And this is what he says. Sometimes, he said, God forbid, it can look like that the actions of the Creator, they are bad. But they are not. They want to help us to change. Just the same way, think that you hiring a trainer at the gym, right? But a tough one, not this one that talk with you and tell you how beautiful you are and you look amazing and your perfume is good and when you buy it. Talking about the tough one that actually help you to achieve your goals, right? And if he really loves you and want to help you and really doing his job for the money he received, he's not supposed to be nice to you. He's supposed to get the job done. So if you tell him, listen, I'm tired, I don't want to do the job, do 5 push-ups, no, I want to do just 2, you bargain with him, what is his job to do? Maybe to scream at you also. To push you to do 5 and not 3 that you want to do, right? To break your limits, to break your ego. This is the job. Maybe you're going to hate him at the moment and you want to fire him and he said, I'm not going to come anymore, but when you're going to take a shower, you're going to feel good with yourself. He said, wow, that was amazing and beautiful training. I love it. Right? But every time you're going to hate it. But at the moment, you're going to hate the guy. Right? The opponent will give you so many negative thoughts about right now. I'm paying money. This guy is screaming at me. What's going on here, right? Yes, but he's there to help you. So in life, things that look sometimes bad, but actually they're giving us really, really good result after. So he's saying sometimes you can see and you can think that, God forbid, that the light is bad, but the light is not bad. It says in the Bible, the light is good, period. What you will do with that pure light, now it's in your hand. Now it's in your hand. You remember the story about the Kabbalist? That the guy, he says, you know what? I want to test this Kabbalist. And to show him that he doesn't know nothing. That I have the control. So he tells his friend, listen, come with me. I'm taking a butterfly. And I'm putting the butterfly in my hand. A live one. And I'm going to ask the Kabbalist, if I have a butterfly in my hand, if he's dead or if he's alive. If he will say he's dead, I will show him he's alive. If he will say he's alive, I will smash him and I said, he's dead. You see, you don't know nothing, right? So when the Kabbalist asked him, listen, I have a butterfly in my hand. Is he dead or alive? Can you see, the future? So he told him, it's in your hand. This is a Kabbalist. Right? It's in your hand. Everything is in our hand. No one else. So we can blame no one. It's in our hand. And this is what it says. You can see it bad, you can see it good. It's in your hand. You have the choice. You have the choice. All of us. So he's saying, פועל טוב ופועל רע. אז נקרא יחיד. Now this is what we call the Creator one. Everything is one unified force. מפני שלכל פעולותיו המשונות יש להן תוצאה יחידה, because all of his actions that we can see, it's bad or good, they have one purpose. One purpose. One result, he said. One result. Because remember, what our job in this world? What is our job? Why we came here? Can you just scream it? I need to hear you. To what, sorry?
Share like the Creator.
To share, okay. What else?
Correct our tikkun.
To do tikkun, to correct, right? What else?
To study, to grow.
Okay, study, to grow. To build a vessel, okay.
To receive for the sake of sharing.
To receive, sharing. Okay, that's good, that's good.
Shame.
Right, to remove bread of shame. Remember? Bread of shame. Could we say the light, I don't want to receive anymore till I'm going to earn it. Because I want to be like you. I want to share and then I would like to receive, right? So, maybe we don't remember that, but this is the main rule that works in this world. This is why I need to do something to receive. I can't just in the endless just to receive, okay? So he's saying, so we're supposed to do this job, to bring ourselves to the same place of the endless. if I will do my job in the right way as I promised, I can live here the same as the endless. The same. This is the deal. Because if I will be here like the Creator, and I will be a pure channel, so what will happen? Circuitry. I'm receiving and sharing all the time. Right? So what? No space to worries. No space to the past. No space to the future. Just what I have is the now. What's important is the now. That's it. And I'm full all the time. So because I forget why I came here, in the class I remember, right? We said some answers. But during the day, no, what activates me is my fears, is my lack, is my empty space, is what I'm missing. And most of the day I'm running after what? To fulfill those empty spaces. So I'm busy with empty space instead of the world of empty space, instead of be busy to clear myself with the light of the Creator that can fulfill this empty space. So where I'm investing most of my time, this is what I need to ask myself. Where I'm really taking my fight, to the 1% or to cleave myself with the light of the Creator? When we fight in our opponent, this is what I'm asking. This is what we need to ask ourselves. Okay? So he's saying, all of those actions of the Creator that can look bad or good, they have only one result. Lehetiv. Just to create good. That's it. Just to create good. It's like parents, right? When they want to teach the kid to do something, to clean his room, to do his homework or whatever, right? But what do kids want to do? Watch TV, today it's iPad, go to play with his friends, to eat ice cream, right? He doesn't want to do homework now or to clean his room. So when the parents telling him, because they love him and they know it's good for him, listen, if you're not finishing your homework, there's no iPad, there's no TV, there's no ice cream. How is he going to feel about his parents right now? He's going to love them so much, they're going to kiss them, send them emojis of love, 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 smileys, yes? We've been there, no? We've been there. Maybe it wasn't iPad or whatever, right? We also needed to finish whatever. Also us today, you have a project from work and the boss is pushing you to finish the job, right? How do you feel? You really love the boss right now? You don't love the boss. Come on, you're like nagging me all day long. Leave me alone. Yeah, but each one of us in different levels been pushed in different ways. So we pushing other people to change. Somebody is pushing us to change, right? This is the chain. Okay? So we can say it's bad? No, but maybe because many people along the way squeeze us in different ways, we become to be the person that I'm today. Yes or no? Do you really know who you are? Who you're supposed to be? Maybe there is a diamond that wants to be revealed, and you don't let this diamond to be revealed. So you don't know who you are. So if I'm not pushing myself, the universe will push me. I'm not going to like it. Then I'm not going to see that all those obstacles, they are there, because whatever I did in the past, different actions, and the light of the Creator want to be revealed, so He pushed me to change. Because if we don't have obstacles, we're not going to ask the right questions. If everything will be okay in your life, you think you're going to think about changing something? Or giving to someone? If you feel 100% everything is like pink in your life, you're not really going to ask the change. You're not going to wake up in the morning or before go to sleep and not even worries. So why I need to change? No, I don't need to change. I'm perfect. Yeah, but if you're here, you have correction. For sure, you need to change something. If you're perfect, you don't have to stay here. Or if you're perfect and you're still here, you might be one of the righteous that you're supposed to teach other people. But if you're not teaching no one, and you're not a teacher, and you're not a Kabbalist, so what are you doing? What you're really doing? Like, who are you helping? You have to be in type of service for others, right? Because the Ari explained about the incarnation. There are different levels why we come in here. So the thing is, להיטיב. The Creator just want to give us good. 24 hours of good. So it means if we don't have 24 hours, we don't feel that fulfillment of good, it doesn't mean the light doesn't give me. It means I'm doing something that blocking myself to receive from the light of the Creator. So I should check what is that thing or those things during the day that I'm doing that blocking my vessel to receive blessings from the light of the Creator. And stop blaming, stop whining, stop judging other people. Let's start to concentrate and to connect with our uniqueness. And what I was saying here, everything is just for our own benefit. That we will do our job. It's just a reminder why we came here, what we need to do. As a parents, also the light, He is our Father. He loves us so much. So if we don't understand, right? So according to our actions, that's what we're going to receive. Those are the results. So if according to my actions I'm not connecting, I'm disconnecting, I will see what? Empty spaces. Do I'm going to like it? No, absolutely no. But now I have a choice. To wake up and to say, just a second. If those results appear in my life, and I didn't receive what I want, I did something wrong. If I don't know what I did, okay. But what can I do right now to change those results? Let me be proactive about it. Let me wake up. Now, the second I'm taking responsibility and I want to wake up, what will happen, you think, in that second? I'm cleaving myself back to where? To the light of the Creator. So what the light of the Creator will do? Because there's no time, space, and motion in the upper worlds. Right away, the right person, the right work, the right something will come. Boom. And you got it. It's not a magic. It's a connection. And I'm sure in life, if you check your past, things like that happen to you. There's no coincidence. Oh, I was in this place and then he offered me a job and I took the job. There's no coincidence. You make a choice and something happens, something click. Repeat it. I don't know what I did. We need to know, we need to take control. We need to be proactive about things. This is why we need to study so much to fight our opponent, to burn all his negativity, to burn all of those empty spaces.
Only later on that they come face to face and have to come to grips with all of the other stupid nonsense that exists in the world, because now he's older. As a child, everyone will treat him. If he's made mistakes, he's only a child. But we do not tolerate mistakes of adults. He should know better. He should know better. The child should know better. He has more wisdom than the adult. I mean, according to the rationale of it, he's got the keter, not the older person. So the answer is, as we move ahead in life, we go closer and closer to Malchut. That's why it generally was 70 years. Now you know why the general lifespan was 70, and the Zohar says anything above that is a bonus, right? Anything above that is a bonus, because 70 is Malchut. The 7 is Malchut, right? And that makes the total revelation of Yechidah, of the ultimate of light, supposedly. But not everybody has a total revelation at the end of light.
Yechidah, just for us to know, the soul have 5 levels, right? You know that? So it's Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Chaya, and Yechidah. So this is the complete level, right, of Yechidah. Just to explain the Hebrew. We're not going to learn it right now, okay?
Most people get sicker. Most people become senile. Most people, whatever we want to say, it's worse. And yet, Yechidah should have been revealed. Yechidah should have been revealed
This is the highest
more
level.
sense.
This is a complete
There's
level.
more
We're supposed to
sense
complete.
in
Yechidah.
an adult than in a child.
At that point, it does reverse, doesn't it? Like from the failures of the ego of the human being, there is an abba that takes place, and now there is. I know with my mother, she's getting wise. You know, she's starting to say, "My God, the way at that time was, now, I mean,
It should be that way. It should be that way. Why isn't it that way? For one reason. Why isn't it that way? Because if that ultimate malchut will not restrict, that yechidah will not be revealed. So where the words buts, and why do we have to go through life this way? Why do things come our way, and there isn't anybody that problems do not come their way? Nobody can escape the problems of life. Then one makes it and one doesn't. The answer is one word: restriction. If through his life there is no element of restriction, he's back to the child days of where there is no manifestation. He's still in the outer circle of unrevealment, potential. Everything is potential. And that is how we can understand that all of the questions, and I want to repeat all the questions that we raised, we now have the answer. It's really all there in Keter. But because Keter does not have that aspect of desire to receive, it doesn't become manifested, both on a physical level, on a metaphysical level. You need that malchut. You can have malchut in the brain too. You can have malchut in the brain too. Man can go through torment. In fact, generally speaking, people with mental problems have a more serious problem than those with physical problems. Because physical problems, you adjust. Mental problems, somehow, if you don't know how, it can stay with you, and you can, let's say a guy is sick, got a heart condition. You go to the doctor, and then you go home, finished. He doesn't tell you to come back each week, right? For 30 years. He tells you what to do. It's all over with. A mental problem, you can visit your psychiatrist for 30 years like nothing and be at the same place. So this malchut works on all levels. The mud can work on all levels. But what is the essence of everything? That restriction. That restriction. So in other words, the light is the determining factor. When that pebble went, it's going to be that metaphysical state, because the things that make things move is not the malchut. Oh, but without malchut, yes, that's right. Not because malchut is important, but it's important to the light. Because the light, what came first? The need? Or the need to fulfill, to share, or the need to receive? What came first? The need to share. That means everything from without, everything on the outside is the real thing, not the stuff that's already here. That is uncertainty, or we say zero.
So the need is vessel, actually.
The need, the primary need is the sharing.
Yeah, but to have the need, the desire is
The
vessel.
light, in order to become manifest, requires a vessel. But what comes first? The chicken or the egg? Which comes first?
The chicken.
The egg. Because that which is always in a more potential state
It's more close to
comes
the light.
first. What comes first? The sperm or the person? But without a person, there can't be no sperm. In Genesis 1, sperm was created, not man. Sperm was
So
created.
how can you create the sharing without the desire to receive? You want first to
The sharing makes the desire to
you
receive.
want first to receive and then you share.
This is the mistake. This is the mistake.
Once you say desire to something, desire to share,
Right.
means you're suddenly becoming a receiving.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
need to share.
But we say with light, that is not correct. What would happen?
It's just sharing.
That was my question.
What would happen if the vessel never appeared? Would there be any defect in the light? That we have to remember too.
It's just
If
a
you have
sharing.
no vessel, you cannot reveal the light. So
You
it's-
know,
it's-
but
it's
a
going-
defect you do not have. Leave that seed on the table, it'll stay there for 1,000,000 years.
So you're answering my question. So there is the vessel, and the vessel wants to receive
what
the
came
light.
first?
The light.
That's right.
And the light is the sharing then, is that what you said?
That's right. Light means sharing. Light is only an expression of thought, energy, intelligence of sharing.
Okay, let's stop here. There's a lot of action over there. It's 5 a.m., so people they want to receive the answers, right? To be right, but it's okay. It's very important. This point what the Rav just mentioned, and we mentioned it in the class, and the Rav mentioned it in a different way last week, but the Rav again emphasized this point. It's very important, because the thing is, the way we work in this world, we work with desire, right? What moves us is desire, right? But desire for what? Desire for what? Which type of desire? Desire to receive, right? We promise at the endless that we came here to be like the light. So it means my desire need to be desire to share. Because I've said, what comes first, right? So how can, he says, so the guy asked, right? Okay, so but if I don't have desire to receive, how can I receive? So right, it sounds like no, it's not a conflict. Because if I have desire, because remember there is a circuitry. When I'm sharing, actually I'm receiving. Imagine you have everything in this world, and no one wants to receive from you nothing. How are you going to feel? You have everything. You have billions of dollars. No one wants to even come in your car. No one, like nothing, nada. Even not a hamburger, not even $1. Nobody will. No, thank you. I don't need you. How are you going to feel? Lonely, right? So what does it mean? It means, yeah, I have everything, but I have nothing, because I have no one to share with. That we can understand. How many times you have a friend, you want to buy even a coffee, $1.50. He said, no, it's okay, I can buy my own. And you feel like, oh my God, I want to share, and it doesn't even, right? It's not even $1 million. It's just, and you feel like, I want to share. And we're fighting now to share. So it means something inside of us want to share. My essence, what I was saying, my essence is like the light. I want to share. But we're not operating 24 hours from that desire. 99.99 we're operating from desire to receive. And sometimes we like to share. I have this urge, I want to share, right? So it means like I need to increase more and more my desire to share. Desire to share doesn't mean all day long you walk in the street and just share with people. This is not what we say. But the desire to share. Because imagine, if I want to be like the light, I need to have the thoughts of the light. So when I have desire to share, I will see the opportunities to share. To share, it can be even a smile. Even to see a person right now, we need the good work, you need the hug. Not always people need just our money or whatever, our food. But to be like the creator, desire to share, even to say to the person, no, it's also sharing. But like we said before, divine inspiration, I need to know what is the right thing right now to do. Right now. Okay? So then what's happening, we're creating a circuitry, so then my desire to receive will increase. I will have more and more and more and more and more. Because how the Kabbalist could be a Kabbalist or can receive a lot? Because when we behave like the light, and we're working with desire to share, and we operate in this world, right? Activating this energy of the light of the Creator, the light can be revealed. And if the light will be revealed through my vessel, I will have more. And I will have more to share also. Not just money, a lot of other things. The Kabbalists, they didn't share just money. They share wisdom. Not always you can buy this wisdom with money. You can be the most billionaire in this world and pay even for a class. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. Yes or no? If you want to, can you buy happiness? Can you buy for a band, you can buy a band, $1 million, pay them to have them in your living room, to sing for you. It means you're going to be happy? Who said? They're going to sing and even dance and do whatever. Who says you're going to be happy? So you can't really buy those things, right? So spirituality, we don't really buy just with money. We need to buy it with change, with effort, with transformation. Yes, we invest in money, but money is the vehicle to put the consciousness in it. So we have to, like we said before, to train our brain, to train ourselves every day, every day, every day, every day. Boom, one day, I earn it, it's mine. Second nature, next, 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 next. You reach even one level, make sure you are strong in this level, now go to the next level. Don't do next when you're not even strong here. So we have to find out just a second where I'm at right now with my spirituality, with my consciousness. Do I strong enough? Am I not strong enough? If not, make yourself strong in this level. And now, grow more and more and more and more and more. And then we achieve a lot. Then we have a strong foundation. We're not just flying in the air and we are spiritual people, without foundation. So you want to land, where are you going to land? It's all water. Then one day you get tired and you just land in, you crush it and live in everything. Because you get tired. Because you see nothing happen. So I have to build my foundation. And I need to be strong. And then I'm start to grow spiritually. So make sure that you are doing. Because if we're not doing, we're just flying in the air. Okay? Are you happy? Yalla, good luck.